Hi everybody, my name is Danielle Valentine. I am from St. Clair Shores, Michigan. I am a master's lifter age 40 to 44, compete at 90 kilos, and I was requested by John Greaves to do a video of my home gym, so here we go. So first off, I'm gonna start with kind of giving you a basic tour of my gym. I'll give you a big, long shot from the area. So I have built my gym out over the last 6 years. Initially, I started working with as a CrossFitter and started working with Olympic lifts. So the very top bar is my Olympic bar. It's the first bar I've ever purchased. It is from Gearbox. They were a store here stationed in Rochester Hills, Michigan. And then from there, I progressed and purchased the Power Bar, which is the second bar. I used that for the longest time for squats, bench, and deadlift. And then last year, right before COVID hit, I purchased a Texas squat bar and a Texas deadlift bar. Obviously, you can see that that's the squat bar in the third one, and the deadlift bar is the fourth one. And then I went on to buy a Titan some people call it a Yukon bar, but it's a bow bar. And last year, right around the end of summer, I was able to steal this Titan SSB bar off of Marketplace. From there, so I've added to my barbells over time, mostly in the last year to focus more intently on my training. As you walk around my gym, you'll see that I did purchase a deadlift jack. And I also purchased a GHD from Fringe. I did purchase this lat pull down apparatus that fits nicely. I didn't have enough space in my gym to put an entire lat pull down machine. So I purchased this off of a website, and I can't remember which one I purchased it from, but I do know if I look up the receipt, I can find it. But it came with multiple attachments, and I hooked it up, and it works great for me, and it suffices for my needs. Over there in the corner, you'll see I have a Fringe multi-grip bar. And I have a great friend, Lauren, who works at Fringe, that's helped me acquire these two pieces of equipment from Fringe. So big shout out to them. And then I have multiple bands that I hang on the wall for banded accessory work, for banded lifted work, that kind of thing. I do have a tremendous amount of steel. I mean, yeah, it's not 1,000 pounds of steel, but it's enough steel for me. And then for some of my, guy friends who lift to come over and squat occasionally and whatnot. In addition, I have this full dumbbell rack full of dumbbells. Also have 2 kettlebells, and these dumbbells, which are super cool. This is a set of 20s, and I have a set of 30s. These were my coach Jordan Betts' dumbbells that he had at the gym. He found them somewhere, and I call them circus dumbbells. But when he closed down the gym, he started to sell off some equipment. So I purchased these from him, and it's really cool because one of the things that I've noticed is that looks like a block M to me. So for me, that reminds me of the University of Michigan. Maybe they are part of the University of Michigan. Maybe they aren't. But I'll go with whatever makes me feel better at the moment. In addition, like I said, I have a lot of attachments for my lat pull down machine. And then I also have a cap incline bench. And then I also have a Titan flat bench that I use for most of my bench work. I always keep my safeties in my rack for bench and or for squat. And then really cool thing that I got this year for Mother's Day is these Titan J hooks. They've made my life way simpler with moving the bar around when there's heavier weight on there. Then as you can see, I have my shoe storage and stuff like that on my bar that's not really used as a bar. This is kind of a funny story. My mom gave me this bowl. It's a Gordon Ramsay bowl. Yeah, I use it as a chalk bowl. I have this cool little accessory tool that I use. It's a bench block. My friend Chandler made it for me. She is a really good lifter in the USAPL. She's a champion over there, 69 kilos. So she made that for me. And then on top of that, I have a ball for Russian twists. I have a slingshot for bench work. I have a training mask that I use occasionally. I also have some rehab tools here, like a ball and this little roller thing that works great. Obviously a peanut. Got this idea from CrossFit when I did that. Have some other stuff. I have a homemade roller here that my boyfriend made for me, which is really nice. I have this kettlebell converters. So you take any dumbbell and you can make a kettlebell from kettlebell grip. Purchased that at the Arnold a few years ago. And then I have 4 belts. You know, I have my Chic and my Barbell Cartel belts. Those are my soft belts. Well, once upon a time when I was an Olympic lifter, I used to use those on a pretty regular basis. Now I kind of use them for, you know, strict press and any like soft supports needed for my back. And then obviously I have my Inzer belt, which I absolutely love. And then I have an Elite FTS belt. So yes, I do use 2 belts, one for squat and one for deadlift. Maybe a little excessive, but that's what works for me. And then the other like nice little touches that I've made to my gym over time is I've added a lot of motivational posters over the last year. So this has become my primary lifting place, and I needed something to make me feel or give me that extra emphasis to keep moving, right? So I've made it my space. You know, I've added some pictures of me and my team from nationals last year, and then obviously some different shots of me lifting over the years. And then, you know, that's my coach. So we'll walk over there. That is Jordan Betts. This is a really bad glare. That is Jordan Betts. So he's been my coach since I started powerlifting. But I do want to highlight that I do have one like favorite poster, and it's "The devil whispered in your ear, you're not strong enough to withstand the storm. Today I whispered in the devil's ear, I am the storm." And I kind of have to tell myself that sometimes, because some days are harder than others, right? I mean, when you go from lifting with this fabulous team right here to lifting on your own because of a pandemic, it definitely puts it in perspective. You don't have that motivation. You don't have that extra encouragement. So you find it in every way that you can. You pull every ounce that you can out of what works for you, right? So making this space motivational has helped me immensely. And then that is my metal rack that was made by Brian Johnson. He was referred to me by another power lifter, and that was a special order piece. So I have gone through and ranged all my medals accordingly, but those are all the medals that I have acquired from USPA since beginning in 2018 in April. So yeah, it's my space. It's great. Oh, these are really cool. So these are my deadlift blocks, or my pulling blocks, however you want to refer to them. One of my friends that I made in CrossFit, his name is Scott, he actually built these for me and brought them over and gave them to me, and they are amazing. I use them all the time for block pulls and, you know, crazy stuff that my coach programs for me. So, but yeah, this is my space. This is my gym. And I would love to hear any feedback from anybody who thinks that I maybe need to make an addition or make a change, or, you know, I would love to hear from you people. So thanks again, John, for letting me do this little video. And I hope everybody has a great day.